We began our adventure by booking a 13-day Diamond Princess cruise from Yokohama, Japan. Please join us on our first cruise on the Princess Cruise Line and our first visit to Japan. The cruise circumnavigated Japan in late November, calling 11 ports. We arrived 2 days beforehand to explore Yokohama. We enjoyed our stay in Yokohama so much that we changed our plans to stay another week after our cruise in Japan. This change allowed us to visit Tokyo, explore the Japanese train system, and add Seoul, South Korea, to our schedule. In this video, we will share our experiences in Yokohama, the food we ate, the places we stayed, and the things we did to prepare for the trip. Please stay to the end to see our recommended tips. Yokohama is a beautiful city located just 27 kilometers from Tokyo. Its population is 3.8 million, making it the second largest city in Japan. It has a rich history dating back to its early beginnings as a small fishing village. The arrival of foreigners and being one of the first ports opened played a significant role in Japan's modernization and development. Today, Yokohama is a bustling city, an economic hub with many attractions to offer visitors. Some popular attractions in Yokohama include the landmark tower and historical sites such as Yamate and Sankian Garden, and one of the world's largest Chinatowns. Shopping and entertainment areas such as Minato Mirai and Chinatown are popular among tourists. Additionally, Yokohama is known for its unique food and cuisine that should not be missed. Yokohama is a city that takes pride in its cultural heritage and is making efforts towards sustainability and preservation of the environment. We stayed in the Kahala Hotel and Resort in the Minato Mirai 21 area. We could not say no to a 5-star resort deal that our American Express card had to offer, which included upgrades and free Japanese or Hawaiian breakfast. We tried both since we were only there for 2 days before our cruise. My favorite was the Japanese breakfast, and Noemi liked the Hawaiian breakfast the best. The room was over 47 square meters and had a perfect Minato Mirai cruise port view. Our cruise was delayed due to weather conditions, and a late checkout was granted. We could watch the cruise ship come into port from our room.
I see you.
There you are.
Here I am.
Hey, I'm checking you out.
Oh, I'm checking you out.
Here are some things we did during our stay in Yokohama during the first 2 days and the week after our cruise. Everything is easily reachable along the Minato Mirai Bay, and taxi service was affordable to get around when walking was too much. We started at the Yokohama Landmark Tower in the Queen Square shopping mall. It was overwhelming as each building connected to the other to form several blocks of shops and restaurants. We discovered a Harry Potter pop-up shopping venue and Warner Brothers' 100th anniversary Christmas tree decorations. We also found a cool little autonomous security robot that provides remote security. Japan is rated among the safest countries in the world, so this high-tech minimum security service is all that is needed, plus it's super cool. Yokohama Landmark Tower, located in the Minato Mirai district of Yokohama, is the third tallest building in Japan. It costs 1,000 Japanese yen, or about $7 per adult, to visit the top of the tower. The highest observation deck in Yokohama can be reached via the country's fastest elevator, which whisks you up to the 69th floor in just under 40 seconds. Once you've arrived, enjoy the 360-degree panoramic view of the city, extending all the way to Tokyo and even Mount Fuji on a clear day. The view is especially pretty at night. Our view of Mount Fuji wasn't great that evening because of the clouds, but we did get some great views from our hotel on our last week there following the cruise. The view of Yokohama and the surrounding area was spectacular. There is even a small shop and food bar, so you can sit back and watch the sunset. I got to nerd out a little because of the DC figures presented by Warner Bros. Docked just in front of Sakuragicho Station, directly below the landmark tower, the Nippon Maru brings a class touch to the entire Minato Mirai area. Like most ships, she has quite a history. Built in 1930 as a training ship, she has been used to doing just that. From there, we walked across the Kishimichi Promenade Bridge, which is a long wood plank boardwalk that crosses over a large canal toward World Porters and the Red Brick Warehouse. The Yokohama Red Brick Warehouse is one of the most popular family or date spots in the area. The two historical brick buildings include shopping, food halls, and event venues. During our first visit before embarkation on the Diamond Princess, there was a huge event called the TV Tokyo 60 Festival, so make sure the Red Brick Warehouse is on your list of places to visit and watch a special event. There are several places to shop and eat in Yokohama. One of the hotel staff suggestions was World Porters. It was easy to find across the street from the Cup of Noodles Museum and Cosmo World. There were a lot of specialty pop-up stores and delicious food vendors. There are restaurants on every floor. It is definitely worth the visit, and be prepared for cuteness overload. Welcome to the Gundam factory in Yokohama, Japan. The Gundam factory was at the top of my list of things to see in Yokohama. It's an 18-meter tall, piloted, operated robot from the Japanese animated franchise Gundam. The anime series started in the 70s and is still being produced today. Even if you are unfamiliar with the anime, the Gundam factory is still worth visiting. It's located on the Yamashita Pier in Yokohama.
F00 の性能を完璧に満たせるかどうか、パイロットの腕次第ってことです。
気に障る言い方ですね。でも、やってやりますよ。ミッションに集中するように。また怒られちゃった。期待性のばっかりよ。
Yokohama Chinatown is Japan's largest Chinatown. It is located in central Yokohama, just 5 minutes from our Hyatt Regency Hotel. Many Chinese stores and restaurants can be found on the narrow, colorful streets, but make sure to carry cash for food vendors. 4 colorful gates stand at the entrances to Chinatown, and 5 more gates can be found within. The Kanteibyo is a sizable colored temple in the center of Chinatown. Constructed in 1873 by Chinese residents, it is dedicated to the Chinese god of good business and prosperity. Here are a few tips to make your trip more enjoyable. 1. Set up your phone service beforehand to connect to cellular data. While physical SIM cards are available, we found an Airalo app that works great for data in most countries. I have provided a link in the description so you can do your research. We used WhatsApp to stay connected with our family while on Wi-Fi. 3. Remember to check your credit cards for any offers in Japan. We carry 3 major traveling cards because of the travel insurance, points, and hotel offers. 4. Ensure your passports are valid for at least 6 months before renewal. 5. Use the bus Limousine transfer service from Narita or Haneda airports. It only cost us $11 to travel from Haneda Airport to the Kahala Hotel. I will add a link to the schedule drop points in the description. 6. Visa is accepted everywhere, but not in small street vendors in Chinatown. All the taxis we used accepted kaado, meaning credit cards. Use local currency instead of USD when prompted for the credit card service. 7. Local taxis around Yokohama are inexpensive, usually less than $10. If you travel to Tokyo, the subway's trains are the way to go. You will need a travel card to get around. 8. Travel cards are essential for any trip to Japan. We researched and planned to get them at the airport, only to discover that the prepaid cards were sold out. There are a few to choose from, such as the Suica card, T-card, and Pasmo. The Suica and Pasmo cards are prepaid smart cards that allow you to use most public transport, metro, trains, buses, monorail, in Japan. The card is debited for every trip or purchase you make when you touch the card to the reader. We got lucky and found the Suica card had an app for iPhone users. We just had to add $5 or $10 using a credit card. 9. The subway transits are extremely efficient and on time. During our week after the cruise, we traveled from Yokohama to different places in Tokyo at least 4 times. Initially, the train was overwhelming, even though the signs were also in English. The train service always arrived on time, but don't worry if you missed one, because it seemed like another one was arriving precisely 5 minutes later. The app Japan Travel is handy. It showed the maps in each subway route with updated times. 10. We flew from Narita Airport to our next destination, Seoul, South Korea. We took a taxi from the Yokohama Hyatt Regency to the Yokohama Central Station YCAT Limousine bus terminal. The YCAT terminal was easy to use and cost us 7,400 Japanese yen or $52 for 2 people to get to Narita Airport. A cab would have cost approximately $250 for the hour-and-a-half trip. In conclusion, Yokohama is a city that has a lot to offer visitors. Its significance and appeal make it a must-visit destination. If taking a cruise, make sure to arrive at least 1 day in advance in case something changes. I encourage you to explore and experience all that Yokohama has to offer. Please subscribe and hit the like button to follow along, as we will share all the cities we visit while in Japan.